if you can see from this diagram, we know that this is the Earth, and we are surrounded by a layer of atmosphere, and this atmosphere consists of air particles, and all these air particles are acting against the Earth and including us. Okay, acting on Earth, and that includes us as well. So when you are standing at the high ground and compared with standing at the low ground, so one thing we need to know is at such a high ground it has less air. If there's less air particles, the air pressure is less. The air pressure is less. Okay, so here there will have more air. There will be more air and the pressure is higher. Pressure is higher. Okay? So how come we do not feel this pressure? How come we don't feel this pressure? Because our body has the internal pressure pushing outward is slightly higher than the atmospheric pressure that is pressing against us, so we don't really feel it. Okay, so one thing we can make conclusion is air pressure actually depends on altitude. Depends on altitude. Higher place, you have less air pressure. Lower place, you have higher pressure. And what if you try to boil water at Genting Highland? Okay, let's investigate. At Genting Highland, I tried to boil water. I realized that the boiling point, meaning the water starts to boil, is actually at maybe 89 Celsius instead of 100. Do you know why? Because when the water is boiling, it actually has to overcome the bonding between the particles, bonding between this gas water molecule and this water molecule. Other than that, it has to overcome the atmospheric pressure. The pressure keeps pressing you down. You can imagine, let's say you are here, you are trying to jump up, but your neighbor pulls your leg down, so you try to kick him away. So after that, you try to fly up, but when you try to fly up, the atmospheric pressure actually push you down. So you actually need higher pressure, you need higher temperature to overcome the higher pressure. But in Genting Highland, okay, the atmospheric pressure is less. So you can, after kicking away your friend, you can start to jump out of this water quite easily. So you don't need so much heat. You don't need a high temperature, just 89, you can move up from the water surface. So this is the difference between pressure at high altitude and pressure at low altitude. If you do it here, the boiling is 100 Celsius. You need more heat. Here, maybe 89 Celsius to boil the water, because you don't need to overcome the high atmospheric pressure.